Hey everybody, today's video is going to be guns and basically how to clean it, just for purposes. It's not loaded, magazine is empty, chamber is empty. Don't get mad at me, YouTube. This is a Ruger Security 9. It's a standard pistol. It's about as basic as you can get. It's just as easy to clean as a Glock for the most part. The only problem is you need an extra tool, which is what the knife is for, to get the pin out, whereas with a Glock you don't. This one has standard safety, off and on, but also has a trigger safety. You don't push that, you can't pull the trigger all the way. I'll show you. See? But if you push that, pull the trigger. Alright, now on how to clean this gun. See that little pin right there? You got to pull it out. And to do that, you have to push the slide back just enough to make clearance and get something, and pop, it comes right out. Not that difficult. And the slide comes right off. And you're going to want to be paying attention to this. You want it up in that position right there, or else the slide won't go back on. Now, to actually clean it, take the recoil spring out. Take the barrel out. And there you go. Taken apart fully and ready to clean. Throw that off to the side for a second. Now you got your hops, standard bore cleaner that pretty much everybody uses, same brand of gun oil, but you also have a couple other options. This is one, and I don't know how much I like this stuff just yet. And by the way, no, nobody is, of course nobody is sponsoring this. I don't have enough subs for that, but got a few options. This Hornady spray stuff seems to do a pretty decent job, but I always start with the lower and then just spray just a little bit in there. Okay, and I use a towel for the most part, preferably a towel that's been used a bit, doesn't have a whole lot of lint or anything like that, so that it doesn't leave a whole bunch of stuff behind. And just wipe it down. Supposedly that Hornady stuff is a cleaner and a lubricant, but I always lube it anyway, along with cleaning it. So now let's see, get some down in that magazine hole down in there. See, I hadn't cleaned this gun in a long time. I hadn't shot it in a long time either. But even just sitting around, they can get dust and such on them. Alrighty. See, that spray stuff dries really quickly, really easily. And it does a pretty decent job. This is much cleaner than what it was. And take you a little bit of oil, put some on just a drop. It don't take much, just a drop or two on the slide there. A little bit of oil down in the hammer or the firing mechanism, rather. There we go. That should do. And let that kind of spread around and sit there for a little bit. Then you got your spring. Same thing with it. Just spread a little bit. There we go. And it don't take much. There we go. There's that. Now your barrel. You do want to use your bore oil in that, because there we go. That spray I don't think can get down in the grooves of the barrel very well. Let's see if I can line this up maybe a little bit better that way. Those rifling grooves. It's not going to focus on it correctly. Oh, wait a minute. Come on, you. There you go. You might have caught. There they are. Those rifling grooves down the barrel. That spray doesn't get those too well, I've noticed. So I know a lot of people, they take their cloth and they run it down the barrel and they use this and all that. I just stick this in the oil like so, and I threw my barrel a couple times like that, and there we go. Take this off. Put your cloth one on for your cleanup. And there we go. Inside of the barrel looks much better now. Let's see. There it goes. Alright. Now for the outside, I'll use the spray. Just a little bit. Take my rag here. Get up. There we go. There's that barrel, spring, lower, and now the slide. The slide doesn't look too bad, actually, surprisingly. There we go. Take this. Clean this all up. Towel doesn't get in the slide, all the little places in the slide, very well. That's why I use the little bitty cloth. Get down in here, down near the firing pin especially. Not too shabby, not too shabby. There we go. And then, of course, I want to oil it. Little drop. There's this little hole right there where that drop is. Oh, come on, camera. There you go. Right there. That little bitty black hole right there. You want to get a drop of oil down in there. Maybe a drop on the end of the firing pin just for kicks. And another drop in this other little bitty hole at the top right up there. And get you a drop on each side in the grooves where the slide goes down the lower. Okay, take your little cloth, rub that oil up and down. There's another little hole right inside there, right there. Get you a little drop on it. Oh, come on, you. There you go. Now, I know a lot of gun advocates of, you didn't clean that all exactly the way you're supposed to. You didn't oil it exactly the way you're supposed to. This, that, and the other. Look, it's a gun, y'all. It's a giant hunk of metal. It's not exactly extremely valuable gun either. I bought it for, heck, I think I caught it on sale for less than $500. I'm not exactly worried about it if it gets a little bit of dirt, a little bit of rust, something like that. It's just a plinking gun. It's not even my carry gun. My carry gun, I might clean it and keep it a lot better, and I do. But this is just a regular old little plinking gun. It ain't nothing fancy, nothing special. It dang sure ain't valuable. So, I don't see the point in trying to make it perfect. As long as it does what I need it to do, which is shoot at targets. There we go. Alright, there's that one. Now I go back to the lower, kind of rub that oil in on the lower. Most of your lower is plastic, so you don't have to worry about that much. But you definitely want to get these edges where the slide goes on at. Alright. Looks pretty decent. Now, reassembly. Take your slide, put your barrel in, put your spring in, and then line your slide up, slide it on. Alright, push it back, make sure it's all the way on. That little pin we removed earlier, it'll pop right back in once you get it lined up. Doesn't take much. Just like that. Simple and plain, plain and simple. Easy peasy. And there you go. A clean gun. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright. Well, I think that's all for today. If you want to see more gun stuff, more outdoor stuff, I'll start doing some videos on camping gear here soon, mostly hammocks, tarps, and things like that, some backpacking equipment, stuff like that. If you want to see videos like that, like, share this video, subscribe, tell your friends about it. Peace out.